Professor Lathwaite proved magnetic steel can be a coupler of two same strength and polarity linear permanent magnets. Professor Lathwaite proved of two same strength and polarity linear permanent magnets, if you divert at least one of the two far-end coupled flux polarities from the magnetic steel coupler, causes all four of the coupled fluxes to become uncoupled and repel. General electric excursions in Science #2 proved magnets with equal flux attractive pull strength can push or pull an object into either one's flux path, including pyrolytic carbon. UCLA lecture proved pyrolytic carbon and bismuth repels both magnetic flux polarities. Synopsis: MEUPS, using permanent magnets only mechanical oscillator, scalable to any size, which pump actions also produces electrical power using piezoelectric, triboelectric, conductive induction, and GERDM, gel electrocytes recharged by triboelectric anion membranes for VH valence electron harvesting. Two magnets are motioned to a magnetic steel coupler orb due to its encapsulating pyrolytic bellow valve being open and allowing magnetic flux attraction. As the magnets arrive on a pyrolytic encapsulated rod in the center of the traveling magnets, they close each other's pyrolytic bellow valve, covering the flux flow of the far-end magnet's flux on the magnetic steel coupler orb. The previous action causes the opposing magnet to simultaneously open their far-end magnetic steel coupler orb's pyrolytic bellow valve using tethered non-repulsive diamagnetic acrylic rods, thus creating reverse magnetic motion. The opening and closing of the pyrolytic bellow valves create constant magnetic oscillation in all of the 8 sections. Copper solenoids can be placed above each magnet oscillating section, along with halve orb-shaped piezoelectric sucrose material that cover the magnetic steel orbs and are compressed by the approaching magnets, for the creation of dual output voltage. All 8 sections use magnets of the same flux or pull strength. All 8 sections of the octagon structure are encapsulated by non-repulsive diamagnetic Teflon tubes. MEUPS concept is based on the theory that electromotive force, EMF, is generated in a conducting wire when it moves through a magnetic field. An oscillator is designed which moves through 3D space in free fall by centrifugal force after the impact from an external agency and maintains its motion in outer space without any energy loss. All components of motion oscillate, and hence it generates a changing magnetic field in surrounding space as per Faraday's law. The upsurged magnetic field creates a voltage, which is harnessed by coils placed in the vicinity of deviation in the magnetic field. The output voltage is delivered to signal conditioning circuit for harmonizing the voltage gain. With the help of power management module, these signals are interpreted for the detection of force played on MEUPS. The data can be relayed to Earth for analysis across different scenarios of perturbation in magnetic field due to the effect of either gravity or magnetic gradient. Once the entire change in the magnetic field is assessed with the help of experimental data, the counter device of MEUPS can be designed to induce opposite magnetic field. When the two devices of MEUPS are projected into space, one arranging disturbance in magnetic field and other opposite to it, the net gain in energy can be harvested by coil as current. This harvested current can further be used to power communication devices' satellites. MEUPS can be designed in multiple numbers and placed in outer and near-Earth space. The detection of the magnetic field can be done from global selectivity, monitoring the approach of the danger asteroid towards the Earth. Rotating asteroid acted upon by gravitational pull of Sun can also be detected with the analysis of the data obtained from MEUPS in outer space. Magnetism potentially provides unlimited resources of secondary energy supplies after the decommissioning process of magnetic mines and bombs and surpluses of magnetic substances under the Eurasian continent made as a consequence of the past arms race. The magnetism concept as a primary source of energetic resources is presented as and accepted by scientific as well as professional communities as a general mode of operation. That would include an overall new understanding of the nature of motion as preservation of the status quo of space-time integrity. Simultaneously, with understanding that from potential to kinetic energy, conversion is the primary source of renewable energy resources, providing virtually unlimited short and long-term energetic resources. A description of a new potential and magnetic energy conversion device, electromechanical octagon oscillator, is presented here. Octagon oscillator is specifically designed for wide magnetic sources for continuous electricity supply, ranging from units in non-used World War II-era subs to potentially thousands of diamagnetically controlled behemoths in both outer space and on Earth, at essentially no operational costs. Without a doubt, the paramount consequence of this would be an overall prosperity of humanity. A disqualification of magnetic energy as a potential and socially acceptable source of energy is numerically calculated. Consider the case of a specifically shaped, diamagnetically stabilized electromagnetic cylinder rotating in a uniform gravity field. An octagonal-shaped cylinder is chosen so that it produces a localized force line in the center axis. The octagon serves to generate magnetic energy similar to a mean power source. The cylinder contains 8 coils on its upper face, each located at the apex of the octagon. The output of each coil is fed through a constant current source inverter charger. This magnetic energy source system is called MEOPS. The operation of MEOPS is quite simple. Firstly, a constant current is supplied to the coils in succession. A high-speed data acquisition system can be used to measure the magnetic force. An outer power source is then connected to 2 of the wires of the time division switch. This reduces the power supply time to a minimum. For example, with a supply frequency of about 10 kHz, the time division can be made as low as 200 microseconds total period. Because of the rapid discharge of the stored magnetic energy, it will not heat the coils of the outer wiring.